Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing 4 looks, 1 palette with this right here, the new Hit the Lights palette from Morphe. So I decided it would be a really good idea to film 4 looks consecutively. I now know that that was not correct. My eyes absolutely hate me right now, but it is worth it. So the last 2 looks, there's definitely some leakage from the eyes, but we will survive. And also I did this, I dropped my mirror and I smashed it, so please don't let this video flop. I'm going to be talking today about the 39L. This is the Christmas palette by Morphe. It's called Hit the Lights. I'm going to talk a little bit about the palette now, but if you want to skip straight into the 4 tutorials, I'm going to leave timestamps down below so you can find each one. The palette itself was made in collaboration with 4 influencers. So it is 4 palettes. So there's 1 palette here, a palette here, a palette here, and a palette here. So the first one is the one here, that is Thuy's palette, so Keilidh on Instagram. I'll pop her right here. Then this palette is by Bianca Loves Makeup. This palette here is by Keilidh, and then this palette here is by Victor Ramos, and they are really beautiful. What I like about this palette is that initially when you look at it, I suppose it looks a bit crazy because you're like, how did this color scheme kind of come to be? But when you think about it as palettes, it works really well. All of my looks today use 1 palette at a time. So I did a look for Thuy's palette, a look for Keilidh's palette, Bianca's palette, and Victor's palette. I did 1 for each, and then these here are highlighter shades in the middle. Now I did swatch this palette on my Instagram, and I'll pop some of these swatches here so you can see the palette swatched. I don't necessarily believe in swatches. I think that the way something swatches versus the way it performs on your eyes are very different altogether. I actually swatched some of these shades and they didn't swatch great, but the minute I got a brush and blended them out, they were perfect. So I don't know. There are 39 shades in total in the palette, and there are Blinding Brights, Hypnotic Hues, Silk Slip Toppers, Zero Gravity Highlighters, and beyond. So that's just what the packaging says there. It's really a beautiful palette. You kind of have everything you need. The only thing it's missing, I suppose, is like a white shadow, but I feel like you have that. Like most people that are going to get this probably have like the James Charles palette or have another palette with a white. So I think we are G for what it is. It's very festive, it's very Christmassy, and I adore it. I really like the quality of it. So the palette itself is, I believe, 49 euros, and you can use code Thuy or code Keilidh, or there's loads of different codes. Edges if you are a Jackie Aina fan, and there's tons of different codes that you can use to get 10% off. Before I get into the tutorial, make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram if you feel so inclined. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you on the other side.
I'm starting out with Thuy's Smoke Show palette. So I'm using my type in my crease, and I'm just using that to really create a soft transition shade. Next I'm using Hook Up just to deepen my crease a little bit. I'm kind of creating like a winged out shape the entire time I'm doing this, so I'm kind of just dragging it out the whole time. Next I'm going to use Makeout Set, which is a really nice deep brown, and I'm really going to focus that on the kind of outer V and just along the lash line. I'm blending that out then with Hook Up. The next shade I was shook over. This is Flirt Alert. It is a kind of pressed glitter, like I've never used anything like it before. I've no primer or anything on my lid, and it just really disperses and stays on the lid with no mess. So if you want to use glitter with no mess, this is for you. Next, just a little bit of liner. This is just my Benefit roller liner that I adore. And then I'm just going to pat a little bit of Obsessive over the liner to mattify it, and a little bit into kind of my outer V area, just to deepen that look up a little bit. I'm just going to take a cold pencil and smudge it out under the eye. And then I'm going to take Makeout Set and just give that a really nice blend under the eye. The next look we are serving is with Keilidh's palette. This is the holographic palette. So I'm just stamping on No Regrets and blending it out in little circular motions. I'm creating kind of a winged out effect, similar to the last time, but obviously with more colour this time. I'm going to be doing a cut crease. It's not something I normally do, but I had to go all out for the queen of makeup in Ireland. So I'm just cutting my crease now, and when I have the concealer all laid down, I'm going to pat over a little bit of Euphoric to set. This is coming off white on camera, but it actually is a really beautiful kind of lilac pearl iridescent. Next I'm taking Feeling It, and I'm just kind of shading into my outer V area. And then I'm taking like a mix of Rhythm and No Regrets and creating kind of a winged out shape and blending it into my crease. Next I'm doing a little bit of black liner just to tie in the lash line, and I'm going to go over that with No Regrets just to blend it all together and make sure the look is really nice and cohesive. I got an absolute notion and I decided I want to stick gems to my cut crease. This took me so long. I was very full of regrets, but I feel like it turned out really, really nice. Just taking a little bit of an Urban Decay glitter liner, just fill in any gaps. Then I'm taking the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in Viper and just blending it out with a little bit of Rhythm. I'm pushing myself really out of my comfort zone for this palette. So this is Victor's section. So I'm taking Out Late and just stamping that into the crease and blending it a little bit above. Then I want to take 2 AM, which is a really bright neon yellow, and just blend out those edges. I'm trying to create like a spotlight look. Focus on trying. I'm not really that good at spotlights, but I'm trying my best. So I'm taking a little bit of concealer, creating that spotlight effect. And then I'm going to set my kind of spotlight concealer area with Insomniac, which is a beautiful duochrome. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of Ghosted over it just to really highlight that. So next I mixed Till Dawn and Out Late to make kind of a moss green. And I'm just reinforcing that look, giving a little blend out as well. Again, just going in with some liner, smudging out the edges, and then I'm taking Till Dawn underneath the eyes and kind of bringing it out so it's a bit winged. Last look actually ended up being my favourite. I went in with Hot Stuff and then I blended it out with Daring. Again, creating that super winged out look. This is actually inspired by a look that Michelle Visage did on Drag Race. Then I'm using Serve Looks and For Real to really deepen out that outer V. I was really struggling at this point. My eye was watering so much. And then I used So Sassy and Work the Room on the lid. Then I used a gel liner this time and really blended it out with For Real, just so the look is really smouldering and blended.
I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I'm so sorry that my eyes started to stream near the end, but I think you probably got like the message. If you are still here at this point, make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and I will chat to you in my next video.